Welcome out onto the golf course here at Howley Hall Golf Club. Finally, we've got a nice day to get out and test some equipment, and now we've got some golf balls. So we've got the brand new Wilson Staff Triad golf ball. Now, a lot of people I've seen been testing these golf balls and absolutely raving about the performance that they're getting with them. So I thought I'd get out on the course here and have a bit of a go myself. Now, everything about the technology of Triad is about making this ball kind of as straight as possible, but as forgiving as possible, and they've done this in a few ways. So it's a high MOI design, so basically perimeter weight in the golf ball, making it fly straighter, hopefully help you hit more greens, but also in the way that it's designed and constructed to make it roll better when you putt, and hopefully we're going to get some really good distance with it out here as well. So Wilson is certainly saying that this is one of the longest balls that they currently have in their lineup. It's also amongst the highest spinning around the greens as well. Maybe not quite as high as their tour level staff ball, but certainly for that player who maybe needs that kind of performance, but maybe at a slightly lower price point or potentially lower club head speed, the Triad ball should work absolutely fantastic for you. So we've got a 3-piece urethane construction, so it's going to feel nice and soft with that urethane cover on it. Also with the we've got the finish on it, so it comes in the raw finish, which we've seen in the staff ball, and also in this normal coated cover here as well. Like I said, the high MOI construction is the big thing about the way that this ball is put together. So trying to make it fly as straight as possible, spin as much around the greens as possible, and hopefully be as long as possible. So let's put it to the test. So I'm going to hit a few shots in here. I've got about 150 yards in. I've got a couple of the balls here to have a bit of a hit with and give you a bit of feedback as to what they feel like as well. So we'd expect a ball kind of in this area to feel quite firm when we hit it. Now, I'm led to believe that Triad is going to feel a little bit softer than some of those balls that are currently out on the market aimed at that kind of player. So let's just hit a couple of shots. Like I said, I've got 150 yards in here, so just got a 9-iron that we're going to hit a few shots in and see exactly how it goes. Straight away the flight is very, very high. It looks like it's gone a long way. I think that flag's on the front of the green. I think it's just pitched on the back, so it's gone about 170 this with a 9-iron. We've got a little bit of breeze helping, but not loads. Let's just try and hit one more. Certainly sounded very good though, didn't it? I don't know if you picked that up on the camera, but in terms of the sound, and sound's got a lot to do with feel, it sounded quite soft when I hit it, which I quite like. Let's just hit one more. Again, really nice high flight, just drawing in a little bit. Might have just missed the green on the right hand side, but didn't move much in the air, neither did the first one. So let's go have a look exactly where those balls are finished. Both of them were decent strikes, one straight over the top of the flag, the other one just pushed it into the bunker on the right hand side here. But in terms of the distance I've just paced that one out at the back of the green. It's actually 17 yards past the flag, so it's gone a long way. I mean, a 9-iron for me would normally be, this would be on the limit, so 150 yards is a pretty good 9-iron, but we can see that it's gone, well, 167. I've just paced it out, which is pretty long, to be honest. Yes, there's a bit of wind out here, but it's not particularly helping all that much. We've actually got a nice sunny day for a change here in the UK in February, but yeah, I would certainly expect, I thought this was right on the limit of where I was going to hit it, so it was a really good test for the Triad golf ball as to whether it was going to get there, but certainly felt great off the face. The flight was really good. We're just going to have a bit of a look at these golf balls as well, because I've actually got two different types in the sort of dozen I've got to have a bit of a look at. So I've got two sleeves of the non-coated one and two with this raw finish on the golf ball as well. And one thing I've just noticed, you know, literally I've hit one shot with this golf ball from the fairway there, and we can see that it's discoloured quite a bit, yeah, which, you know, it's not going to affect the performance of the ball at all. It just means that the colour on the cover probably is never going to go back to the colour that you got it out of the packet, really. So other features about the ball, we've got this nice alignment with the Triad on the top of it there. So this is the Triad raw ball, which obviously doesn't have the coating on. Feels a little bit different in your hands as well to the one that I've cut in half here is the one that is coated and much shinier and slippier to the touch, whereas this one feels, it's obviously a bit more matte finish, but also feels a little bit rougher on there too. But yeah, two very different finishes on the golf ball, and you can see that this one has just discoloured ever so slightly when I've hit it that first time into the green there. But like I say, it's not really going to change the performance of the ball, and certainly it's gone longer through the air than the one that was coated, so make of that what you will. Yes, I've only hit a couple of shots, but certainly when we've played, I've actually played a few holes with these out on the golf course, but I haven't really noticed a difference in distance between the coated and non-coated. That shot there has shown that up a little bit, but maybe that's something for you to have a bit of a test of. But certainly they feel absolutely great off the club face. I've only hit full shots so far. I'm going to do a little bit of chipping with them in a second, but yeah, off a full shot they feel absolutely fantastic. And certainly a golf ball, if you're that kind of mid handicap range, or maybe even a low handicapper looking for a golf ball that's not up at the price point of those tour level ones but still giving you loads of performance, then Triad could be the one for you. So there we have it. We've had a good play around with the new Triad golf ball from Wilson Staff. So it's definitely a golf ball that, like I say, if you don't want to pay £45 a dozen, which, you know, a lot of you out there don't, it's still going to give you unbelievably good performance, but at a slightly cheaper price point. Certainly when I've hit it out here, the distance is very, very good. In terms of the feel around the greens, it's good. Chipping with it, there was some decent spin on it as well. Maybe not quite as much as you'd get with a tour level golf ball, but it's pretty close. Do you know what I mean? I don't think many of us would notice. Certainly hitting those sort of partial chip shots and pitches in, they spun up just nicely when we were hitting onto the green there. But it's definitely a golf ball. I was expecting it to feel quite a lot firmer than it did, but I thought the feel was very good. It was pretty close to being a tour level kind of feel when you're hitting it, and certainly I didn't really notice the difference between that and the ball that I currently use. But very, very good golf ball, definitely one you should test and have a bit of a go with yourself. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I've loved testing these, as I do lots of other equipment that we get sent here at Golfshake. If you've got any questions about what you've seen or any of the other videos that you've seen on the channel, please pop them in the comments section below and we'll be more than happy to answer them. See you all very, very soon.